we'll see the 42-year-old, six-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady and the New England Patriots as they match up with the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Andy Dalton set to lead out this Bengals offense at the controls for the 9th year. The man out of TCU.
58, come on. Let's go, defense.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The numbers for Mixon last week: 14 carries, 63 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
While the Bengals struggled in 2018, running back Joe Mixon certainly did not. Over 1,100 yards running the ball, caught 43 passes. Expect both of those numbers to continue to climb in his years in the NFL.
58 right there. I got you, pop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now to the air, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And Dalton to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, he's going to go for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg...
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Dalton, 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. It could cost you a game or win you one.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's White, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they have been disruptive in the passing game, as we're going to see here.
And it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, you cover a guy in your area, and those windows that quarterbacks are seeking to throw into, they're closed in this case.
Yeah, they've been all over the place, knocking down pass after pass. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Passing, it's Dalton. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Dalton's pass complete to Green. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. They'll get 14 on that one, good for a Bengal first down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So Dalton now dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of... Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, orbit. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58 for Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down, Dalton. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you...
Wait, set, wide, 80. 50, 50. I got you. I can get your head.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. On second down, they'll run with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns,
Wait, set, green 80. Pick me up. Here we go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
and this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point coming now for Nugent. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants. Times Steelers have done it. You're right, it is. Third and 2 for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep, and this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
And it'll be Dalton again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Over here.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. This will be Dalton again. Green brings it in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton now to pass. Letting one. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time they were out here. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Dalton. He's got Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Mike Bennett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead. Let the play stand.
Wait, set, ready? Let's go. Right to the head.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Oh, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory.